Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new Click and Collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and Collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Oh, thanks. Lifesaver.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community, whoever you are.
It's all good, it's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good, it's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new Click and Collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and Collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Oh, thanks. Lifesaver.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community, whoever you are.
It's all good, it's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good, it's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Thanks. Lifesaving.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community. Whoever you are.
It's all good, it's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good, it's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Well, good afternoon here. That's Peter Drennan. Brent, welcome. The afternoon
Thank you, Peter.
semi-final between the Sunshine Coast Scorchers and the Central Queensland Seamers. This certainly looking forward to it. There's two quality teams out there. Played very good cricket all weekend, and I think it's going to be a great contest.
Yep, I certainly hope we get a really good final here. For everyone's enjoyment on the stream, Callum McMahon bowling.
Just worked that one off the hip down to fine leg for one. So Scorchers are off and running. I was out at the Walker Road this morning, so I'm not sure. Obviously conditions will be very similar to yesterday. Probably around 150, 160 will probably be a very, very competitive total. Is that fair to say?
I think they'll be looking for a little more than that this afternoon. They put on 175 this morning, quite easily, comfortably against the Darling Downs boys.
McMahon in again. It's worked off the hip beautifully just for one. It'll be interesting to see how the Scorchers play this because I've watched a few games now, and commentated on a couple, and gee, teams have gone pretty hard in the first 6, which you'd expect, obviously, in this version of the game. But I'm interested to watch because I've seen nothing of the Scorchers at this point, given I've been to other grounds. So I'm looking forward to see how they go about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a little lucky there. Fortune favours the brave. He's lobbed that just over the top of mid-on, got away with it.
Yeah, from memory, they were around the 60 mark, the end of the power play this morning. Darling Downs bowlers, they look very tired and sore from yesterday, so that may have played a factor.
I think the plus of both sides here, they've got a lot of experience.
Yes, they do. So.
I often talk about the difficulty in playing this format if you haven't played a lot of it before.
Yep.
And as I said, with both teams having that experience, I think they'll know how to go about it.
Yeah. Yes, CQ, last year's premiers, they'll be looking to win this to repeat their visit to the Gabba.
And that's a great experience. So they'll be certainly motivated, as you say. I was fortunate enough to be involved with them last year, and it certainly is a great day out. It's a great experience. So there's plenty of motivation, well, for all 4 sides.
Exactly. It's something that not a lot of country cricketers around the country probably get to visit the premier cricketing venue in each state to play.
And for our viewers that aren't aware, that fixture's played before a heat game. So, you know, the Gabba's set up beautifully. It's a great opportunity.
And I understand they got a really good crowd at that game last year as well.
No, they did. Absolutely, they did.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
Like
Completion of the first over from Callum McMahon. Scores none for 3.
Good start.
A watchful start from the Scorchers batters. So
the wind left to right across the screen is actually harder, a bit stiffer this afternoon than it was this morning.
Have the Scorchers played out here? I haven't looked at the draw.
Scorchers played here this morning.
This morning, did they? Not the CQ guys. So they have played it. They're very familiar, obviously, now with the conditions and the wicket and how it's playing. So that's, well, whether that's an advantage, we'll have to wait and see. I know where I've just come from, Walker Road, it was quite low today. Don't know whether it was like that previous days, but probably getting a little older, obviously.
Yeah, I was talking to the CFN coach Wade Fraser last night, and he said it was very hard to bat on early on yesterday. Got a little bit better through the day.
Yep.
But that 125 average score seemed to be consistent across the whole weekend there.
Joey McGann, skipper of the Central Queensland side, coming on from our end. It was a cracking game out there, just to give the viewers a... it was 107, played 106 off the last ball. Two off the last ball to win. It was a cracking game. And the SEQ side got up, the Stormers got up off the last ball. I was just saying to Kevin Ma before, I think... the cricket this year again has been of really high quality and arguably one of the best, the highest level I've seen over recent years.
Exactly, yeah. There seems to be that next level of player that's come up to Cairns this year. And everyone who comes up, they've got that experience also. They just keep improving and improving and improving, which is great.
Well, bowl that's worked into mid-wicket. I don't think he got too much of it, but it's going to get 2. Early indications suggest, if you bang the ball into the wicket, it's not particularly easy to free flow. But again, it's a 3-day-old wicket now, given we started on Friday night.
Yep.
So that length. Oh, is that a nick? It's a good appeal, and yes, that's a wicket. The first wicket for the Seamers. They get a faint edge. but it was a pretty conclusive shout. So Scorchers lose their first wicket. Score at 5. It bounced a bit, and that's what the other batter's suggesting. There's a little bit more bounce in
Yeah,
that.
it's a little bit more bounce. If you put your back in it, you'll get reward. You still got to bowl the right length though. So.
But you expect that from Joey as well. He's a big man.
Yeah. That extra height, you'll get that bounce.
Yep.
Very powerful man, Joe.
Well, that's the start that the Seamers were looking for.
Yep. Glenn Batachado coming in to bat.
We talk about experience.
Well,
this guy's got an immense amount of experience.
Exactly, and the commentators this morning were talking about that with Glenn and Jared Officer in particular, about just the class that they bring to their batting, and you could see it. You know, they're not overly committed to a shot. If it's the ball's not exactly where they want it, they were correcting and still taking the one if it was available, or not just going through with a shot and over-committing. And something you don't see at sort of clubland up here anyway.
Again, that bounce we were just referring to. Hit 9, splice 1, work down to third man. Straightforward bit of fielding, excellent throw back in over the top. Young Liam Welsh behind the stumps, taking that first catch. Good young keeper. He's in the training squad, the under-19 training squad for the state, so obviously progressing well.
Excellent.
Obviously I've got a passion for the keeping spot there, so keep an eye on the young keepers. Well, so I was just talking to him before this game, and he was telling me he's involved in that squad, which is tremendous, so they're keeping an eye on him.
Well, it's one of the most important parts of the team, and it's probably one of the most underrated when it comes to training and things like that. People don't seem to put the time and effort into it that they should.
Well, they look for the batter now, don't they? And then the keeper comes second. And I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but it is the way the modern game is. So we just got to roll with it. Joey McGowan 1 for 3 off his first over, and Scorchers 1 for 6 off of 2. So it's a cautious start. As I said at the start of this broadcast, I was interested to see how they would play it, and particularly these first 6 overs with the power play with the 2 fielders out.
Yeah.
And there's no real indication yet of too much aggression.
No. It's going to settle in.
Pace off. Clever bit of bowling. Clever bit of bowling. Breeze is not as bad today, Brent. It's yesterday it was.
It was
had to hold on to your hat there.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as bad today.
It's actually died down a little bit now. In our little inning between match break there, it actually got quite solid.
Yeah,
the wind.
It helps up here because it's quite warm, isn't it? It's quite warm today.
You don't have that humidity at the moment, so we're lucky.
Callum McMahon in again. Again, they've assessed the situation very well based on the length. We talked about it all day yesterday. If you hit that length, it's awkward. And both bowlers are doing that extremely well at the moment, making things awkward for the batters. They're 2 men out, third, and fine for our viewers if you can't see that. So that's another wicket, and an extremely big wicket.
Yes.
It's
dot ball pressure.
Yeah. And he's thrown that. It's interesting. I'd like to know, Batticello flailing that one quite wide, and like you mentioned, Brent, dot ball, feeling the need to push the scoreboard forward. And he's gone hard at it. It interests me. I'm just wondering whether he meant to do that. Like I said, I've just commented on how they've been banging the deck and that awkward length for a minute, and he's just floated that wider one out there. So was that the plan? I don't know. But if it was, he's executed it beautifully and got the outcome he wanted. So
he's going to accept that now that you've mentioned it.
That's exactly what he meant to do.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. You build pressure, dot ball pressure, and then you give him an option, make him think about it. He's given something that he could throw the bat at.
Wider one out, and away you go.
Yeah.
It either disappears through the covers for 4, or
he gets the result that they want.
So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yep. Beautiful piece of bowling.
Yep. And another good catch to the keeper.
Yep. Scorchers now 2 for 6 in. Well, look, they'll have depth and experience as we talked about. So there's a lot of cricket to be played, but it's not the start they would have ordered. That's for sure.
No. Jared Officer at the crease now, another very experienced player.
He's back on that length.
Yeah. So they worked out that length really quickly. They have played all their cricket here this weekend, either on 1 or 2, so you would expect them to quickly pick that up.
I've talked about it a lot and haven't had the involvement with the Seamers last year. I just know how well organised they are, how well coached they are. And, a very, very good leader in Joey McGann. So, look, they're a well-oiled machine pretty well. So, lovely shot down the ground. Good bit of fielding at mid-off. Keeping the pressure on, supporting the bowler. Well played, just dropping it there, short, soft hand play.
Yep,
we talk often about this format and don't disregard the importance of the 1s and 2s. And
one's better than none. I've always said it.
Well, they add up.
Yep.
They all add up.
6 ones is 120.
Yep.
Most teams will be able to defend 120. It's a psychological factor.
Tell you what, that's a cracking over from Callum McGann.
Yep. One in the wicket.
One in the wicket. Well,
very well bowled. 2 for 7 from 3. Big Joe to continue. Well bowled, well played.
Just check the situation out on the background
in
the other semi-final.
As well. We just heard the shout over there.
Wow, the Nitros are off to a flyer. None for 35 off 3.2.
Just dismissed Dyer.
Oh, Dyer, just bowled. Now that's a significant wicket. Oh, just falling short of mid-on. Just falling short. Yeah, that's Dyer's off the back of 200s.
Yeah.
So we can't say how important that wicket is for the Fusion. So, but again, they are off to a flyer, and we'll keep an eye on that game. But one for 35 or 3.3.
Yep. So 10 runs and over. That's a good start. Not the wicket they would have liked to have lost, but you know, I'm sure they've still got batting in the shed that haven't even seen the outfield yet. So it'll be going that well.
Which can potentially be another issue. You know, these guys going out there for the first time. But look, that's just the way to.
That's the nature of this competition.
Yeah, 100%. Joe McGann on tremendous over here, 4 dots. Again, that pressure building. Bowlers always talk about getting in and out of the over.
Oh.
And there, he's forced the big shot.
Yep.
He's forced the big shot. So they can't afford another wicket here.
No. Again, and that's Jared Officer on strike too, so another very experienced player that's feeling that dot ball pressure.
You know, we spent so much time in junior cricket emphasising the importance of getting off strike, however you so choose to do that. It doesn't matter what format, what level, the dots hurt you, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. I've said it, I help coach my son's team, we talk about that all the time. And then if you go back to senior land, it's the exact same. Great maiden over there from Joe.
Don't see that very often, Brent.
No, not at all. But even senior cricket, they build the dot pressure, ball pressure, and they all panic. They just think, we just need to keep the ones going.
Yep. I don't think I've seen a scoreboard in a T20 fixture. 4 overs, 2 for 7 in a power play. That's well,
significant, isn't it?
Right, we've got to change a bowler from the top end.
Logan Whitfield. So spin. Still in the power play. They're going to have to hit into the wind.
Left arm orthodox. Man, he's got long on the deep mid, is it? Yep. Just 4 to square, yeah.
Good start. Michael Eckhardt's the other batsman. I don't know if he's even faced the ball, to be honest. Oh, wrong score. 5. Yeah. So he's been out there for a little while. Nice shot.
It's going to go all the way for 4 off the back foot, punched. Just look at, yes, it was a little short, but I think the batter played that extremely well.
It was a good shot, yes.
And a much needed boundary for the Scorchers.
Yeah, exactly.
They mustn't panic. They mustn't panic because look, it could be a 120 situation out there. They will have depth, and they've still got plenty of time. Exactly. So they mustn't panic. Wickets will hurt them, so if these guys can consolidate for the next 3-4 overs, and then
get out of the power play, get this field spread, and 1s and 2s will come into it. It'll be that loose ball, 4-6.
Yeah, and just work away, and then accelerate again, middle to back end, and then you can get a total on the board.
Yep. Back yourselves when you're in the field. Just need a total to defend.
And that total may be, like I said, 120 it'll certainly get you in the game.
That's exactly right.
Let's just work down to long on there for 1. Oh no. No.
That's terrible. Officers run out.
That's not what the Scorchers needed. I don't think there was ever a run there, was there, Brent?
I thought Eckhart was leaning on his bat a little bit the other end, maybe, but again...
Fielder didn't have a lot to do.
No, all he did was run straight in and pick up and underarm it. So, but again, that's pressure. We've got away with a 4 in the over, but the dot balls, they add up. Scoreboard pressure. The CQ seamers are right on top.
3 for 12 off. That should be 5 now.
Yeah. This is Blaine Schloss. He batted very well this morning. cricket's a funny sport. Anything can happen. You can lose a lot of wickets very quickly.
We only need one to have a day out here.
That's exactly right.
And look, there's still 15 overs left. So the consolidation is the key. They've just got to get in and spend a little time.
Yeah.
And 3 or 4 overs. And then away you go. Now this, I think I was talking to Liam about this young fellow.
Sam Gasman, yep.
He looks young. Do you know much about him?
From what I can recall, he's 17. He's in the wide. I understand he was in the under-19 Queensland country team that went to Adelaide recently.
Okay.
The coach that was talking about him first game Saturday morning had huge raps for this young man.
Okay. Yep. Where's he from? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But
we're going to watch with interest here because he's a tall, strapping lad. It's not the way he would have wanted to start.
No. Maybe the wind's got into his head a little bit there.
What's he playing here? He's playing a fine leg and third again, same. Last over the power play. It'll be interesting to see what the Seamers do, because they've certainly got the Scorchers on the ropes here. Will they free up some space in that inner ring with the in-out field, or will they continue to squeeze given the situation of the game and what they've done?
Yeah, I found that interesting yesterday. The Mackay Nitros were right on top against the Flames, and then when the 6 overs were up, they just spread. I would have thought we would keep the field up and really squeeze and let's finish the game early.
Well, we'll watch here and see what they do.
Yeah.
Because they're well on top. He's found the radar there.
Yeah, force them to go over the top, bring the catches back into play. Yeah, it seems like the power play's ended, so we've got to put everyone out. Why?
Yeah.
Just keep them up.
Play the game, mate.
Play
The state of
the
play.
situation,
Yeah. He's just worked that one backward a point for 1.
He's played Queensland under 15s. Young Sam, by the look of it, just trying to look at his career stats and the like. Capricorn Coast, I think that's around Rockhampton, Yeppoon.
We've got a straight through the gate. First ball.
Bold.
I was just going to make the comment. We've got a Slosh at our club, Michael Slosh, and I was just wondering whether it's related there. Same spelling, but unfortunately for Blaine, I think he's got a pretty good one there. Straight through. I think it nipped back a little bit from not on a great angle. Let's have a look at the replay here. Maybe it's just angle, but it looked a good delivery, good length again.
Yep, hitting top of him.
And whether it did seam back or just the angle, not sure, but whatever, the batsman's on his way. So in the 6th over, Scorchers are now 4 for 15. And we were talking about depth before. They're going to require their depth now.
All 11. McInnes. I think his first shot this morning was a sweep that nearly went for 6 down near the scoreboard.
Off a spinner?
No, he's off a pace bowler, but he just got in and just, yeah.
That's the bravery.
I know you don't like the unorthodox shot, but it to me it was actually a...
Who told you that, Brent? Is that you've heard that on the grapevine?
I've had the privilege of sitting beside you guys for the last 2 days, and I completely agree with you. I recall a junior, a third grade match here a few years ago when we got one of our better juniors to come up. I was the captain, and the very first shot he tried to play was a ramp, and all he did was just spoon it to the keeper.
There's a time and a place, and when you're on 120 not out, it's the last ball of the innings, well, go your hardest. But no, look, it's the modern game, isn't it, of course? And us coaches got to move with that.
Well, it's very hard to argue when they come back and say, oh, but David Warner did that yesterday and he hit a 6.
But look, it's the way they play. It's the way they play. I think all I'd like to do is just give them the context and the degree of difficulty and the risk-free reward and all those sort of things as a coach, and just challenge their thinking. That's all.
That's right.
And maybe it was the right option. So this has been it's been an interesting over.
All edged.
It's been an interesting over. 2 wides to start with, which would have unsettled the young man, I would have thought. Then he's straight back on the money with the dot and the 1, followed by a wicket. Now another dot, so he's into the swing of things.
He's come back really well.
Yeah.
It was good to see Joe come over and talk to him after those 2 wides too.
But little things like that, Brent. I said before, these are pretty experienced and well-oiled machine. That experience coming from Joe over to the young men, it's just a game.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Well bowled. Like you said, he come back well.
Great over. Yeah. Replay the wicket.
Seamers 4 for 15 at the end of the power play. This is Whitfield again. Well bowled. Variation in pace. You see the first one pace on, second one pace off. Clever. Like to see it. Always asking questions of the batter. We talked about it with my side, with the SEQ side. Always asking something of the batter. Because they will line you up. That's gone deep. There is a man out there.
Well
and he's taken that. He's made that look easy. He's had a little bit of work to do out deep.
He's made the effort to get there to make it easier for himself.
Yeah.
So. Might have to show that to Dean, my son's team, tomorrow at training. Keep trying to tell them to run quickly, get to the ball, get set, give yourself that extra second, settle. You'll pouch most of them.
He's made that look really easy. It wouldn't have been that easy, not at all. Had work to do.
And judging that, it was hit into the wind. It's probably what's unstuck him there, but even catching that with the ball coming into the wind is difficult as well.
So the Scorchers, the 5th wicket goes down. Score still on 15.
5 for 15 after 6. Did not expect this at all.
Not at all. Not at all. We were talking earlier about the contest. It should be a solid, hard-fought contest, 2 quality teams. But I suppose this can happen in this format. You normally see it happen second innings when a side's chasing a big total.
Yeah.
Not so much setting.
The Seamers have bowled and fielded extremely well to start.
Well, they have. They've probably forced the wickets in some respects. I don't think the batting's been, poor. Let's see. Baker to the crease for the Scorchers.
Bowling from Logan. Another wicket maiden, so It's the second one for the innings. Maiden's a rarity as it is. It's not even the right gaming. And I've done it again.
And we've had 2 within the first 7.
Yes, it's unreal.
Look, you know, for the sake of the game, look, I hope, you know, Sunny Coast can come back and post 100 or
yeah,
you know,
I think there's, you know, 100, 120.
13 overs to go.
There's heaps of time. So they were telling me this morning their batting goes to number 11. They've got the players there.
Remember we asked the question about what they're going to do with the field. You know, they have the opportunity of moving people back here, or the option, but they've kept them in. They're squeezing.
Yep, I like that.
I do as well. They're just playing. They're playing the same field as they had in the power play.
Exactly. Why change? You're on top.
Yep.
Why give him the single? So bowl well, they're going to have to play a rash shot. Try and hit it over, force it through.
And the bowlers are bowling well enough to not require any of the cover, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. Quick single.
Oh, that was. If he would have got it in the hand, it may have been close, but anyway, he didn't. It's 1 run to the total. The challenge for the Scorchers now, they can't really go hard because they just haven't got the luxury of wickets.
Exactly.
They've got to sort of work their way into this game now. I am impressed with this young fella.
He's got a nice action. He's nice and smooth into the crease.
I would think pretty good control as well. He had those first 2 balls of the previous over, but look, since then he's been right on the money.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I think the wind got him because they're both down leg side. Strong breeze.
Oh, he's given a bit more length there. Well done, well done. Oh, no backing up there. The keep. No problem for young Liam, but Liam Welsh, but there certainly wasn't any backing up for him, so. Fielded. Well fielded in the cover region.
Well run.
They're certainly applying pressure
Yep.
in the field, and you love to see that again, any format. As a batter, if you feel pressurised by that inner ring, just making it so hard for you to score, which is what the seamers are doing here. You just don't know where to go, and if they're going to try and take a risk here, which they're going to have to at some point, can't afford the error. 5 down.
Straight with the fielder again. Well bowled.
You know,
exactly.
If
So
they had the in-out field here, Brent, you know, they would be soft singles.
exactly, yeah.
So they've done the right thing by
Keeping them up.
yeah.
Yeah. No, 3 off that. Well bowled.
Boundary count, I don't know, what has it been? 1? 1, wow.
On this field at the moment, if you beat the inner ring, it's typically a 4.
Yep.
So, a testament to how well they're going. That's 4.
Well, this could be the second one now. He's paddled that or swept it. McGuinness. For again a much needed 4. Wonder whether Logan just got a fraction straight or possibly a quality cricket shot.
I felt that was a little bit straighter. But
Yeah. Either way, it's 4 to the score.
Yeah, good positive shot. Not so.
Keeper's thinking he's got his man there. Very, very confident. But the umpire was not in agreement. Oh, here we go. We've got it on replay here. Let's have a look here. Oh, he's on the line. Oh, goodness. That is out. That is out. Because the line's the keeper's.
Yep, you got to be behind the line.
You got to be behind the line, and look, it's too close to call. We're getting the luxury of a replay here, Brent. But technically, that's out.
I've said it. I've said it. I love the square cameras. I love the views that we get, but I do feel for the umpires because they're put under so much more scrutiny.
Yeah, excellent bit of keeping again by young Liam Welsh, and look, I wouldn't expect the umpire to give that.
No, benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt, too tight. We have, as I said, the benefit of the replay to see that, so unfortunately you can't go upstairs here. Pace off, quick single, he's on the back foot, the guy at this end, but he's made his ground. He's made his ground. Now this over, is this the over that just gets a bit of momentum in this innings?
It does.
You know.
Well, they do have more fielders back now, so it's the 4th one coming back.
So they're opening it up a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, Big Joey. What a great effort from the skipper. That says it all about the tone.
Yep.
If the big skipper's taking the getting down on the ground and giving the effort there, his team's got to follow. That saved 3 runs there.
Yeah, that was 4 if it got past him.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
That's turned, eh?
It has. The pitch does offer a lot for the spinners. So.
Oh, that was an interesting over. So what's the end? That was 1 for 12 off a 3. Oh, look, here we go again. When's he take the bails off? Let's check. He's certainly out at the moment. Oh, we're looking for the next frame. He's off now, and he's still out. That bail's off now.
Yep.
That's no doubt that is.
In slow mo, that's how close it is. So
you can't give it. You can't give it. Can't give it.
Good decision.
Can't give it. But it was a fair decision.
Exactly.
It would have been a great decision if he gave it out. But you wouldn't expect it. So. Well bowled.
Oh, quick single.
Oh, that had to be close. That had to be close. Sunshine Coast boys cannot afford. They're in good hands. Good quick release.
He's not even in the frame.
And he's not in the frame.
3 metres out.
Not in the frame. No. Well, but look, for me, this is good batting because they can't increase risk. We've talked about that. They're 5 down for not many, but they're trying to get some energy, some momentum into this innings, and they're doing it through. Yeah, good running.
Yeah, one's a better.
And if they get 6 and over for the next, 3 or 4, hopefully that gets them close to 50, not far short of 50. 10 to go.
Yep.
And then if they go at 6s off the last 10, that'll get them to 110. Remember we talked about getting to 100, 110. Give them something.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's hopefully the way they're thinking. And as I said, it can be a crazy game, and I think the Seamers would be disappointed if they got to 110 from here.
I think they would too, yeah.
And that momentum shift then, you never know what can happen. So I think these two are doing it well at the moment. And once they're in, if they bat another 3 or 4 overs, again, they're getting in, then they can accelerate a bit more.
Exactly, yeah.
Bit short, that young man. Good shot, yeah. It certainly wasn't the ball to the field that he's got, so maybe I think he's probably missed his mark there. I don't know whether he intended that. We always talk about the field representing the ball you're going to bowl.
Yeah, you're not going to bowl short and leg if you've only got 3 on the leg side, eh? So, missed his mark there.
I think he's just missed his mark there, I think.
Exuberance of youth.
Score moves to 5 for 31 in the 10th.
Oh, and that's through him and everyone. And I've only just Liam up to the stumps to Sam. I only just realised the keeper's up to the stumps.
Is that off the pad? Or off the bat?
He's given no signal.
He's given no. That must have been runs. He's given him one. But also it didn't look like a catching opportunity for the keeper.
No, I've only just realised that Liam's up to the stumps to Sam. So it would have been a very tough opportunity.
Look, I can only think that the batsman is batting out of his crease or moving forward.
Yep.
I can't think of any other reason why the keeper would be over the top. At 5 for 32 off 10 overs, well and truly on top of the game. Yeah, look, the guy's bowling reasonable pace. I think with a little movement, and it's a big ask.
Yeah, slightly over-aggressive.
Logan in for his 4th. Oh.
Bottom edge of the pad there, I think. Yeah, I would have thought he'd stand back to Sam the quick. You know, give yourself that opportunity to take the ball.
Well, you just don't want to leak them now, do you?
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. So they got the 2 or the 1 there.
So hopefully he's batting out of his crease. It's got to be a rationale. Or bowl, that's close. That's close, yeah. It looked close. We're not on a great angle here, but it just looked close. And the shout was a very, very confident shout from Logan.
Very full under the bat.
We're not on a great angle here at square, so.
No.
Oh, it's hit on the back leg.
Yep.
Hit the back leg.
So if the line was right, it was always going to hit the stumps.
Yeah.
So not bouncing over.
Because you can see where the back leg is. It's probably, yeah, probably a fair decision. That's not what they needed. Those two were just starting to get the innings moving. With some excellent running between wickets. Putting some pressure back on the fielding unit. But anyway, it's the 6th wicket down for the Scorchers. Score 32 in the 11th over. Logan Whitfield's figures, 1 for 12 off of 3.1.
Impressive.
Lefty.
Tom Olsen.
What's he doing here now? He's putting out a deep square, deep mid. Deep long on. Wow. Interesting, because this is a new batter. A new batter, and they're running 3 boundary riders on the on and a deep long off. 4 for the new batter. Interesting.
Yep,
So, you know, you could go another way and keep going hard and squeeze and potentially leak boundaries, or give the spinner the cover. Maybe they know something about the lefty. Maybe he goes hard, I don't know.
They could do. He's a solid built man. He's hitting with the wind though, so...
Yep. One more worked down to mid on.
Well played.
So as the seamers know, ones aren't going to hurt them now.
No. So it's either they're better off having someone at short fine leg there, stop the shot off the hip. If it gets past you, it gets past you.
Oh,
He's almost kicked that back on.
there is a lot of oohing and ahhing out there. I'm not sure why, but right, so they've moved this man maybe a little squarer here now. Not quite on 45, but that's the end of Logan's spell. Now he's going to end up with 2 for 14 off 4. Like you said, impressive.
Yeah. Good length, varied his pace. Bowled to his field. Fielder's backing him up. That's what you want. Young Sam's going to finish off his 4 overs now.
It's a little unusual that you see bowlers bowling through the 4 continual overs.
Yeah.
But given the state of the game, new batsmen at the crease often,
Yeah.
they're getting away with it. Often when they bowl, the lengthy spells in this format, the batters can line them up and get used to them. But in this situation, obviously that's not happening.
They're rotating the batsman off the field quickly to get rid of them.
Well. He's got that one very, very full. Batsman did well digging it out. Possibility of a single, but the bowler got a hand on it. Did enough. Did enough to save the run.
Created hesitation.
Talked a lot about that yesterday with the bowlers being the extra fielder. You know, us coaches talk a lot about that and making sure they're doing their work there. Sam did it well. Great fielding in at the mid-wicket, short mid-wicket region. Didn't save the single, but still, the commitment and the effort to the stop was brilliant. Surely they've got to play. Oh, they have. They've got a wideish third man because Sam's going to push it across the lefty here. Chance of another nick for young Liam behind the stumps, but also run away to that third man region. Oh, well. They're playing a deep third and a deep. What would you call that position there? It's not a mid wicket, is it? It's a sort of very straightish mid wicket.
It is. Yeah. Well, it's all cow corner, isn't it, for the lefty?
Yeah. It's gone down the ground. That's enough. I think that's going to go all the way. That's a much needed boundary. I think Sammy's taken a little bit of pace off that, but the batter was good enough to adjust, and he's just hit through the line of the ball beautifully down the ground over mid-on for 6. And I have to say, that's stating the obvious, much needed boundary, but we haven't had a boundary for a period, I don't think.
No, I think that's actually the third. 2 4s and a 6. Pace back on. So.
And Liam's come up to the stumps again, and yeah, look, makes me a little nervous because, as I said, Sammy's quite sharp.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. So obviously they're trying to keep him in the crease. I didn't think he left the crease to hit that 6. He's just played a good shot from the crease. Or maybe he's batting out. We don't know.
Don't know. It's a good shot. Just backward a point for 2. Well, this has certainly been the most productive over for a while for the Scorchers. That's 9 off that over. Semi's going to finish with 1 for 22. Very, very respectable figures off his 4 overs. So that's a good set. And, you know, if you put it into context, if you take that one shot out of there, he's gone for 1 for 16 off 4.
Yeah.
So, very good set.
It's well bowled.
Change again from the top. A forced change. Jeff Case coming on.
Case, yes. He's one of those bowlers that pauses in his run up as he's about to deliver. I noticed a couple of them yesterday. I think he definitely got a wicket from his little pause.
12 overs, 6 for 43. Seamus very much, Scorchers very much in a rebuilding phase, as we've talked about through the course of this commentary. If they can work their way to 110, well, 100, 110.
Yeah, get the 3 figures. That's
yeah. Because from where they were, that would be something.
Yep. And I'm sure their bowlers are sitting in the shed now going, well, I know what length I need to bowl when I get out there now. Learning from what the seamers have done.
It's a good single, quick single. The ball went straight to the fielder, but it went with no pace on it. And a good call from the top end.
Yeah,
excellent
stand there
work.
and wait for it, didn't he? So.
Brings Olsen on to strike.
Well played.
They're going to get 2 for that. I don't know. They were sort of taking the time between the wickets there, but they got 2 easily.
Number 8 for the seamers seems like it's got a bit of a leg issue there too. Bit of a limp.
You know, worst case scenario now, if they win it, off these 8 overs, they win at 6s. That's your 100.
Yeah, they need to set a goal. They need to mini targets, get through on.
That's unfortunate. Sort of, there's a lot of space either side of Joe. They hit it straight to him. Oops, misfielded, backward point, and it's going to concede an extra run. I'm going to go as far to say that's probably the first blemish in the field for the seamers.
I'll agree.
And I'm sure the coach will be thinking, let's not take the foot off the gas here.
Yep.
Job is far from done, so I'm sure that'll be the message that we're getting out there. It's a nice shot down the ground to mid-off. I know it might be only a small thing, but gee, I'd like to see those batters running a bit harder. Putting some pressure on that fielder. There's no pressure on that fielder picking up that ball.
No.
And at the moment, the Scorchers need every run they can get. So
Exactly right.
I would certainly like to see them pushing that first run a bit harder.
Yeah, give yourself the chance of getting that second.
Well, if the fielder's going to feel the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
You're looking for 2. You're looking for 2. He just lifts off that ball, does a fumble. Bingo, you've got that extra run.
Yep.
But if you're not going to apply the pressure, it's very easy for the fielder just to take his time and retrieve the ball.
Let him go down on one knee and make it even less of a risk for the fielder to misfield.
I'm just going and checking on the other semi-final out the back. The Mackay with Sunday Nitros v the Far North Fusion, and the Mackay with Sunday Nitros are 4 for 91, with 6 overs to go.
Okay.
So, well, I suppose they chase 6 they're probably chasing 140, 150 there if they can get that. Still a few wickets in the shed. So, no set batsmen though, 1 on 2 and 1 on 1. So, new batsmen at the crease, which is the challenge for them. We'll keep an eye on that game. Coming back here, Scorchers in the 13th over, 6 for 51. 14th over, sorry.
I've forgotten to put the overs on.
Oh, that's gone high. It's gone straight to the fielder. Straight to the fielder at long off. Oh, look, that's a shame. He only needed another couple of metres, and he's there for the 6. It's the margins we're working with, but a good catch at long off. Sees the 7th wicket fall for the Scorchers for 51. Josh. Not
Josh
Tom Olsen.
Tom Olsen
Dismissed. 12 off 9. So he was working away at it, but unfortunately he's had to.
Yeah, they were starting to rotate the strike nicely, getting the singles, building the score.
Who we got coming to the middle now?
Matt Watson. Number 9, Matt Watson.
Matt Watson. Well, you mentioned it before, just about some, small targets. These 6 overs. Yeah, look, if they can do 6 and over, even if they are 6 singles, and off the last over swing from the rafters. But look, let's get 5 overs of 30. That takes them to 80, and. But let's get them and not be bowled out for.
Exactly, yeah.
65,
you don't want to be bowled out. You don't want to leave overs in the bank.
Because, you can't defend that. Realistically, you can't defend that. If you can get yourself to 3 figures, like you said, maybe a chance.
Exactly, yeah. Well, 100, that 3 figure, it's always psychological. I like the 120 mark. 120 should be minimum because that's a runner ball right from the start.
And if you take a couple early wickets, you never know, do you? Well done. They've squeezed 1 there, just forward of point. Some of these players, they look like they're cramping. They've had a busy weekend.
This is a game.
Yeah. Yep. So I can understand why they're getting fatigued, no doubt about it. Easy single down to long off. Josh Hamilton into his first over, 1 for 3. 2 balls remaining in the over. I was watching the young keeper, young Liam, and he actually asked me before we went out just to keep an eye on him, have a look. And I just noticed he just dips in a fraction. And what I mean by that is the head comes in a bit.
Yep. The
gloves stay out and the head comes in. And I think that's what happened there. He didn't stay with the line of the ball with the head. And if you just watch, it just tends to do that a little bit compared to lining up the head. So he's a fine young keeper. But we'll have a chat later on about that. What's that off the over? What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 off the over with the wicket. 1 for 4 off his first over. Josh.
14 down, yep. Yeah, you see a lot of young keepers don't do that. The ball's changing direction on them and they're forcing their hands at it rather than trying to move across.
It's like batting, isn't it?
It's one good step either way, and then you've got the ball, you've got control.
Yep. If you're trying to play a ball away from the eye line, it's a little harder, isn't it? But same with us keepers. We've got to take the catch outside the line of the eyes. It just makes it a little harder. It doesn't mean you can't catch it, but I mean it just makes it more challenging. So lining up the head's pretty important. Jeff Case back on. He's drifted that wide. Now, they've made a field change here. Remember, Joey was fielding in that position last over.
Yep.
So they've shifted it now. Just looking. Oh, it's a high ball. It's going to lob. It's going to land safe. And they're going to take 2 just out to the deep mid-wicket region. It's probably a good thing he didn't get all of that.
No.
Joey's dropped down to deep and long on. So they've put, I think Joey won't mind me saying, probably someone they feel can cover the ground a bit quicker in that busy area.
They'll whip it in there.
Yep. It's 1 out to deep extra. Moving the score along. 7 for 58.
Yeah.
You know, if Baker stays, he's used up 23 balls. He's on 15. He could be the one to you know, go a bit harder at the back end, given he's used up a bit of time to get in it.
Yeah, used to the conditions.
Yeah. That's a shame he's hit that straight to the one fielder there. It's obviously what he's trying. It's obviously what he's trying to do there, but just missed his mark.
There's that pause that he does when he's delivering.
Yep.
That was probably a quicker ball that come through.
It's at the end of the 14th. And that's 3 off the over. None for 10. Jeff Case off his 2. Tidy enough through this mid-phase. Josh Hamilton again. They've got a good attack, enough sort of variation in the attack. Some Big Joey banging the deck, and you got Callum from the other end, similar. And you got a good spin attack. Attack that probably suits his surface too. Well done. Down to long off again.
It's a good no-risk shot for one, though. That's what they need to keep doing. It's up to 60 now.
Well, the big positive is they're finding the holes.
Yep.
But unfortunately for them, you know, the ones, yes, it will give them something, but
it's the 7 poles are.
Yeah, they've take it, maybe another 2 overs, and then yeah. Look, I know I've been saying 5s and 6s, but realistically, they're probably going to have to explore the boundary very soon.
Well, they need to. I think it's 4 to 4 boundaries wide. He does dip in a bit, doesn't he? He's taking that ball on his hip.
And the one he missed up here, similar sort of thing. So, look, he's only a young keeper, so, you know, well fielded. Well, he's probably hasn't saved
I think there's
any there. But the effort was certainly there, which was great to see from the bowler.
Yeah. Down.
Where are we at now? We've got 3 left, is it?
4.
4 left.
4, 16 down, 7 for 63. 24, 80, 87.
Wickets hurt, don't they? You know what I mean? We talk about it. You lose wickets up front. You're always trying to recover the game, and pretty well the tail of this innings, losing early wickets and just never being able to get going again.
Momentum halters. Like, you can accept the dot ball if you can just be patient. You know you're going to get runs. Didn't show the patience today, probably early on. But the wickets are the real killers.
What have we got here? We've got a deep. Okay, explain a deep square. Deep square, deep mid wicket, deep long on, deep long off. 4 out.
5 out.
5 out, deep extra as well, 5 out. Oh, that's brilliant fielding. Great cricket, you know what I mean? Yes, it would have been a tight run, 50-50, I believe, but they've got to take them this moment. The bowler did a tremendous job getting around there. Fielding, getting in the hand, quick release, and the backing up was there in place. It was a fantastic bit of cricket. All round.
I'd rather see this fielder out of deep mid back in here, protecting the single.
Back into the cover region?
Yeah, or even...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? There's no rights, no wrongs. The danger of that is they could leak a boundary or two, but could also squeeze them as well.
Yeah.
So,
well bowled.
How's that got through there?
He's just played down the wrong line, I think, then.
Looked like he had it covered just working in the mid-wicket region, but there you go. It snuck through. It's the 8th wicket down. He's obviously must have just looked to go a little bit too square, did he? Maybe looking from side on, it's hard to tell. He's obviously going to look square, but it looked like there was quite a bit of pace on that as well. Might have been a bit quicker.
It's a quicker one.
So that was Watson, 4 off 11.
Dom Taylor.
See, it's difficult to know. I don't know what the remaining batters are like. You obviously want to use every ball available to you, but at some point maybe Baker's got to look to accelerate a little bit. I don't know. Maybe these last two are fantastic batters and can go right through, but Baker's been out there for a while now.
Yeah,
he's set, and
18 off 28. So
if he gets it right for an over or two, that could take that score to 80 or 90.
That's it, yep. See where we go. Dom Taylor on strike. Another lefty.
He's floated that up. No pace on it.
Yep, well bowled. He looks like a very good cricketer, Jeff Case. He can't bat. Bit different action then as well.
Bit round arm. Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
All those little things put you off as a batsman. You're trying to concentrate.
Well, we talk about asking questions of the batter. You know what I mean? And subtle things like that, just something different.
Yeah.
To give the batter something to think about, and he hasn't got a lot of time to think about it.
No, not at all.
Well, that's 2 off the over with a wicket. 1 for 12 off 3 again. Very good set. McGann back on from our end, commentary end. We'll call it the commentary end.
Yep.
And 3 overs remaining. So will he bowl? What's he got left? He's got 2. Whether he'll bowl both of them, maybe.
Yeah, this will be
from this end.
McMahon was the player down on the ground before stretching with the bloke with the cramp. So whether he bowls
from
the other end, don't know. Jeff Case has got an over left, so
think spin's been as containing and dangerous as the seam. I don't think it matters which way they go.
I'm not the captain, but if it was me, I would leave Jeff on.
Would you?
They've got to hit, well, the right hand has got to hit into the wind.
And add the pace into the shot. Yep. Two to the score. That was looked like a late cut, but it was very late past the keeper. So,
bottom edge effective.
Yep.
Take them when they get them.
They need everyone now.
67.
Oh, good hands, good hands. Oh, the batsman. Yeah. I don't think he'd left the other end. Not even. No point being in the frame. He hadn't left.
Just jogged back for a shower.
He wasn't. But the ball missed the stump, so it doesn't matter. So, a 1 run to the score.
It's Jeff Case again in close.
Great bit of fielding. Good hands.
Very good cricketer.
Let's just have a look what's going on the other ground. Here we are. 5 for 110. Or change of pace.
Oh, Liam's
5 for 110 with 2 to go. 2 to go. Kohler's still in on 12 off 25, so he's been a bit steady.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah. Keane 7 off 9. So look, those 2 overs they would like to make disappear. They've still got 5 in the shed, so probably want at least 20, I think. Take them to 130. That's down the ground. Good shot, but there's a man in place there, and they'll only get the 1.
Well, look, through the local Big Bash, 150 is the average score over on that field, so you'd think they're under par, 130, possibly. 110 at the moment with 2 to go, so a little bit under par.
Yeah, and I haven't seen anything of the Fusion, so...
Yeah, well, I would suggest some of the...
Down the ground again. Oh, good fielding.
They bat
by the
very
stumps.
deep. They bat very deep, and some of the players are very strong square. So over that field over there is a little feels smaller square and longer straight, whereas this one feels shorter straight and longer square.
So what you're saying, the Fusion at this moment are probably in the box seat.
Yeah, 60-40. We'll still close.
Yep.
If Mackay Whitsunday bowl like they did yesterday afternoon here, it's still going to be very close.
Yep.
Fusion going to have to bat well.
Oh, that's just probably sliding down the leg. It's going to be leg buys. It's gone past the... Oh, that's going to be 4. Wow.
4 leg buys.
4 leg buys. It's going to move the score on to 74. Do you know, sometimes... I think the score is still too small, but sometimes the smaller totals can be tricky chases, but... You know, I think this one's too small at the moment, but yeah. I'm trying to give some hope to the Scorchers here.
We had 2 games in the local Big Bash, one each weekend apart, where I think they were defending 90 odd. They did it in the first game, bowled them out for 70.
Well,
and in the following weekend, they were bowled out again cheaply, maybe 100, and they dropped 4 catches in the 17th over. 4 very tough chances, but should have been taken, and it would have made them 8 for chasing.
Okay.
It's still 20 to win.
Well, the interesting thing, what you said there is, look, you just can't make errors when you're so few to defend. The Scorchers are just going to have to get... The Scorchers... That's not out, though. Scorchers are just going to have to get everything right. And I tell you, the Seamers have pretty well got... They've made an error here, backward point. I remember 1 fumble. But they've been pretty good.
Yep.
So there's no reason why the Scorchers can't be the same.
No.
So...
No, exactly, and they've got the experience there on paper. Yeah, they'd still be backing themselves to win, I think. Bowl well. couple of early wickets.
Mm-hmm.
Could be in for a very interesting afternoon. That's what we want.
In some respects, the first 6 overs for both teams is the key, because Scorchers are forced to have them in, so they're going to attack and take wickets, because they've got to take wickets.
Yeah.
They can't afford to leave opening, because the seamer's just going to knock it around and walk the game home.
That's right, yeah.
So the first 6 overs is going to be a good time for the Scorchers, because they have to attack.
Yeah.
And it's whether the seamers attack with the possibility of losing wickets. So that could be a really interesting time. Or do the seamers just bat normally through that period?
Well, that's again, like we were talking about before, leaving the field up after 6. If they get off to a good start, the Scorchers, and can contain, do you keep the field up and just put the pressure back on the batters to force a shot?
I think you probably have to. Otherwise it'll be too easy.
Yeah, I would be.
That's 2 more to the score. Good pull shot out the deep, straightish deep mid wicket. 9 balls left in the innings.
79.
8, sorry, 8. Score 79. Can they get this to 100? They need to hit that boundary a few times.
2 more here.
No, they're just taking one. 80. It's a big ask to get to 100 from here. 7 balls, 20 runs, but never know. Baker's still there, 24 off 31. He's been a little bit of the rock of this, most of this innings, really. He's gone to mid-wicket.
One has joined it through. So he retains the strike for the last over.
Case is going to finish on 1 for 19 off his 4.
Yep, again, great figures.
When they review the bowling figures, I think they'll be pretty contented with them.
Yeah. Big Joe to bowl the last over. So it's 81. Baker on strike.
Five for 123 with 3 balls left.
Okay, yep.
What did we say? We said 130, didn't we then?
130,
You're
yeah.
not going to be a million miles away from that.
We know our stuff, Peter.
Well, and they haven't lost a wicket either. So, yeah, so there you go. They are going to finish close to 130.
First one hard.
Yeah, so I'm going to be really interested in those first 6 overs, as I just mentioned. Really how the seamers choose to go about it. Are they going to take this total on and with some potential risk when they know they can just steer it home pretty easily? So, because the run rate realistically is 4s and a bit, isn't it? I think by the time we get here to the back end, it's going to be about 4s and a halves. So there's no run rate pressure.
No. Where you can come out and make a statement and really go after it and win convincingly and make the other winner of the other semi-final really think about
Send
who
a
they're
message.
playing again. Yeah.
Well,
we're here again, and we're going to win.
Yeah. There's down to long on again. He's run hard this time. He's run hard. And look, I did make a point of it before, Brent, and I'm sorry. It's a passion of mine running between wickets, and I think they've missed a trick.
Yep.
The Scorchers, and they're running between wickets. I think they could have picked up another half a dozen, if not potentially more, just with good running between wickets. And that was excellent then. That was excellent.
Yep. What's one of the drills we make our juniors do, running hard, that first one.
Yep.
Makes all the difference.
Well, it applies pressure.
Yeah.
It makes that pickup just that little bit more tricky for the fielder.
So
Again, he's gone again.
Hard.
They're going to get 2 here again. Good running, excellent running. I always make the example when I talk to youngsters about, I ask them who they feel in the modern game. Well, he's retired now, but who they feel is a good example of a good runner between wickets. It's always Dave Warner. And the key is it's regardless of the format. In Test cricket, he runs the first one hard in a 5-day game. It's brilliant to watch. He's a great example of how to run between wickets positively. He's gone again. Is he going to go? He's going to go again. He's going to go again.
Yep.
Well done. Well done. Who's that? Is that Taylor?
Taylor. Yeah.
Dom Taylor.
Well run, Dom.
Doing a great effort for his team, and these runs are golden. He really is putting in a shift here. Every one of these runs is crucial.
Can they get a boundary to finish it off?
What's he taking off this one? He's taking 6, 7, 8 off this over.
Off this, up
It's
to
not been
9,
a bad over. From
up to 89 now. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they could have taken that one, and you never know what would happen. But I think it still would have been a run out.
Yeah, run out at the bowler's end.
Yeah.
So.
But look, that's the seamers will be delighted with that. They'll be chasing 90 for victory, and what you would think should be a relatively straightforward exercise. But this game can be funny, and we'll, as I said, look forward to the second half just to see what the Scorchers can do.
Yeah.
And
well, I hope they back themselves in the field with the ball. Can make a game of it. Yeah. Look, yeah. Can only guess what the tactics will be from the seamers.
it can be
Definitely
a funny game.
Box seat, though. Yeah.
But that's we'll leave it at the moment, and we'll have a break, and we'll look forward to coming back for the second half of this game, where the seamers will be chasing 90 for victory and a pathway through to the Gabba in December.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online, and it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Thanks. Lifesaving.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community. Whoever you are.
It's all good. It's all good.
or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Thanks. Lifesaving.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community. Whoever you are.
It's all good, it's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good, it's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this?
Lifesaving.
Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community. Whoever you are.
It's all good. It's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good. It's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.
Here we are, Brent, back for the second innings. The Seamers chasing 90 for victory and making their way through to the Gabba for that final. So it's all to play for here. The Scorchers, stating the obvious, certainly have to come out hard here and take wickets.
Exactly. Contain the runs, take wickets, put the pressure back on the Seamers. They can bat either way, go aggressive or just play it out. 4.5 and over is all they need. Less. Got Callum McMahon and Joe McGahn. That's a mouthful. Opening for the Seamers. And Tom Olsen. Start for the Scorchers from the commentary end.
For our viewers, just in the ground out the back there, the Fusion are chasing 126 for victory.
Yep. Up and about over there for that too, feeling very confident. Great first ball, straight through in.
A little bit of movement back into the batter there.
Yeah. The wind's just died down a little bit too, so you can hear it's back again. Well bowled.
Tom Olsen. They've got a third. I'm looking for that extra man.
Deep square leg out here.
Deep square, there he is, yep. Deep square and a third. Which gives him the option, obviously, of bowling that line just slightly outside off stump, but the length is the key here. If he decides to drop it in short, he does have that cover at deep square, so it does give him that option. Playing the fine leg up. That's short, cut hard. Border square for 4. Seamers are away. It just was, well, it was short, but the problem was the width, wasn't it?
The width, yeah, gave him room. Just a simple, good cricket shot through to the boundary.
We talked about in the first half, there's no margin now for the Scorchers. No margin at all. They've got to get everything pretty well right.
Yeah, exactly. The first 2 balls were great. That was just a little bit wide. How's his comeback going to be?
That's, is it off the pad?
I feel like it was off the pad, yes.
It's going to be leg by.
Leg by, yeah.
It's interesting. How often would you see 2 opening bowlers opening the batting?
I don't remember him doing it last year. Joe was batting in 3 or 4. I don't remember Callum batting up, but yeah. You see it all the time at Clubland, but not at this level.
I've got that right, didn't I? Callum opened the bowl.
Yeah. He started from the southern end there and Joe from this end.
Yeah.
Which is how they've batted all weekend. So it's not a new tactic.
Olsen in again. See, that's the ball. That foolish length, just it's nipping back. Either nipping or maybe swinging in the air. He's obviously the new ball, so maybe there's a little bit in the air. But that's awkward.
It is.
It's a shame it's a no ball. That's not going to help their cause. But
no.
That type of delivery is proving challenging for the batter. Free hit for Joe McGahn, and he doesn't need too many invitations.
No, we might have to duck for this one.
He's got that into a gap, but he hasn't got hold of it, so it's only going to be 1.
It's a good result for the bowler, really.
None for 3 off the first over for the Seamers.
They've missed the 4 on the...
Oh, that's right. Backward square on the offside. Yeah. They're just making the scorers have missed it, just making a correction as we speak. So that should take it.
Should be on 7.
7.
7
Yep.
for the first. Which is more than enough then for what they need. Chasing 90.
Okay, who have we got from the bottom end? Spin from the bottom end. Left arm orthodox. Yep.
Right, good start.
Looking at the number, is it Blaine Slosh? I'm just.
Blaine's out here in the red cap.
Oh,
red
gotcha.
hat.
Sorry, gotcha. Okay.
Joel Owen. That's a
Joel
13.
Owen.
Yeah.
That's a 13, not 10. Okay.
Hard to read the numbers sometimes.
That's a full toss.
There's a man out there. Is he?
And Joe has hit it straight to the one man out there at deep square leg. He's not, he believes it may not have carried. He's standing his ground. So now the umpires are coming together. From where, I don't know what your thoughts are, Brent, but from where I'm sitting, it looked like it carried.
Yeah, I agree.
Joe hasn't
Replays
moved.
here.
Let's have a look.
Can you catch it again?
We'll look at it again on replay. Yeah, he's given him. So Joe has to leave now. But let's have a look on the replay again. Good camera work. I think he's caught it. I think it's.
Yeah, so looking at the way his hands are finished, they're up off the ground, rather those ones that are down into the ground, your fingers tend to...
Yeah. Look, it's... yeah, look, I don't know what they're seeing in the grandstand there, but I think, we've got the replay here and it's... it looks like he's caught it. Anyway, regardless, batsman's been given out. They move on. So Seamers lose their first wicket.
Yep.
Score on 9. Joe McGahn gone. Big wicket, an important wicket for the Scorchers.
So that's what they need.
So is that is it Jeff Case?
That's Jeff Case.
Up to the crease.
Yeah.
You were talking earlier in the commentary about this quality cricketer, Jeff.
He plays shots all around the ground and can be aggressive. Hits the ball long.
It's a good over from Joel. 3 dots and a wicket so far. And just what the Scorchers need to apply some pressure back to the Seamers. He's got to get out of this over now. Oh, he's flighted it, and wow, that's a very, very good over.
Well bowled.
That's a wicket maiden, and I remember the Seamers had a couple of those. We discussed it, didn't we? We talked about it. So here we are. The Scorchers have logged on as well.
Yep, so they've started.
They're going to show the replay again, and look, it's really hard to tell unless you can zoom in. And you can't tell there whether the hand's under it, but it looked like the right hand was under it.
Yeah, just the way the ball, his hand comes up.
So,
yeah, very tough, but you got to accept what the umpires are saying. So we've backed them all weekend. We'll continue to back them. They've done a great job. Certainly a job that not a lot of people will do.
And the fielder, I think the fielder was positive. He didn't have any doubt. So one worked backward a point there. Score moves on to 9. Maybe 8. I've got that wrong. Sorry, I've got that.
It's hard to tell sometimes. We're in life, we're a little bit ahead of the frog box.
I like this. I like it. I was talking yesterday with the lefty from the Stormers, Southeast Queensland Stormers. We just talked about the option of coming around the wicket to just throw something a little different at the batter, and Olsen's chosen to do that in his second over. So I like it. What's he doing now? He's dropping his fine. He's bringing his square in. That gives him the option of going straighter, and he's got to keep it full. He's got to keep it full now, but it gives him the option now of going a fraction straighter with dropping that fine leg. But this, you know, LBW bold if he gets it right. He's obviously got to get the ball to straighten a bit for the LBW, but I just like the change of angle.
Yeah, they need to start. Yeah, keep the batsman thinking.
Yep. You roll the fingers across that, and that's a late cut down to third man or a bottom edge, something along those lines for another single.
Sensible batting, really.
Well, that's it. They don't have to maximise the power play, do they?
There's no risk. Why take risk? Don't need it. Yeah,
oh, that's close. Oh, wow. That'll be interesting. Again, we're not straight on, but I think it must have been close. Welcome, Gavin Fitness.
Thank you, mate. It's all happening.
Well, it is. You know, your team, the Sunshine Coast Scorchers, they've started pretty well here.
Yep.
They've got to take wickets, obviously, if you win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just talking about, I like Olsen going around the wicket, just a different angle, asking something different. I like it.
Yeah. Well, we had conversations about the fact that we felt like we would have to bowl a bit straighter. A, we got to bowl them out. B, the wicket seems to be a few cracks opening up and the ball keeping a little bit lower. So, yeah, the Quicks decided to bring their lines a bit straighter. See how we go. However, as you know, T20 cricket runs on the board. Anything can happen. I didn't get a good look at that, by the way. How was it?
LB?
No, the court.
Well, we saw several replays here.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you can zoom in,
it's
hard to tell, but it looked like he had his right hand under it.
Right.
Yeah, hard to tell, mate.
Yeah,
hard to
tough
tell.
one.
Tough one. But it's out, and away we go.
To it.
Yep. So, and it's a good wicket for you guys.
I just ran across the Central Queensland mentor in Ken Healy, and as I said, I don't want it to cause dramas between you and me, Ken.
Oh, no. Well, we'll have to see how the could be a talking point later on in the,
gets a bit snaky,
afternoon.
Ken.
But
it's a bit snaky when things, especially when there's a little bit of controversy involved.
Yep. But the umpires come together, they made the decision, and
correct.
The adjudicator's out. So I think you guys have started well here, you know. And for those viewers that aren't aware, Gavin's the mentor for the Sunshine Coast Scorchers, so he's quite biased if you haven't picked that up in his commentary so far. But anyway, I think your team started well, mate.
Yeah, well, the plan was, as I said, was to bowl a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
With the quicks, and then the spinners were just going to take pace off through the middle stages. Bowl a hard length and see if we can exploit any of this up and down bounce.
That's what the seamers did. They took pace off through the middle with their spinners.
Spot on.
And it worked for them.
Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, well played.
It's a very good shot. It was the lack of pace that gave the batter the time to give up the stumps, and the key was he found the hole, didn't he?
Yeah,
he
correct.
found the hole. That was the key.
Punched it into the gap, and the outfield's lightning.
And we've been talking about the margins, unfortunately, for the Scorchers. There's no margin for error with only 89 on the board, so they've got to get everything pretty well right.
Correct. Spot on.
Well bowled.
Yeah.
Really well bowled. Full in the hole.
They got a handy couple of seamers to bowl through the middle.
The wicket's getting a little tight. It's a little bit up and down.
It's been good though.
It's been very good.
Yeah.
But it's getting a little lower.
Yeah, as it should, especially in this heat.
Yeah.
You'd expect it to get a little bit worn.
I spoke yesterday on the commentary about the quality of the wickets over the years, when Craig Jesberg was up here, and obviously the new people that are doing it, continuing on with the good work, doing a good job, because the conditions and the wickets are very, very good.
Yeah. Well, Jezza was up here, as you know, doing a great job. And now they've got in a new company, Grass Up. And from what I'm seeing, he's getting it right. Big thumbs up.
Up from Victoria.
Not sure of his origins, but
he's Victorian, so
the more you tell me, the more I don't like it.
Yeah, I was going to ask one. But anyway, we'll let that one go through to the keeper, so to speak.
Absolutely,
but anyway,
yeah. Right. Yeah, I thought they'd come up here. You'll be an honorary Queenslander before you know it.
Okay, who we got here? McGuinness, is it?
Yeah.
Luke McGuinness.
Played Queensland Country last year.
Okay.
Spells little dibbly-dobblies, mixes his pace up. Fields off his own bowling very well.
Bats middle order?
Bats middle to 7 or 8.
Yeah.
He's batted here. I feel it is a tough one for the Scorchers because they've been bloody good right up until this finals innings here.
But better than anyone, Fatty, this format,
absolutely,
that
anything can happen.
The only comment I made in the first half was it's generally that type of batting sort of collapse or what you generally happens when you're chasing a big total.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's more often it happens then.
Yeah.
And they just never got going, unfortunately.
That's right.
I don't think he's the pace that can drop it in an arm length.
It's a boundary.
It's a good
Sharp
shot.
bowl there.
A little bit of a shame in some because we were talking about both these teams are quality cricket teams. It was going to be a really good battle. I'm not going to say it's not going to be, but 89 is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, no question. Yeah.
To defend.
No question. And see, that's straight away. That's run of the ball, run of the green. That is. Trouble. No.
A good throw, and he was. A good throw, and he was in trouble.
Absolutely. Direct hit. He was out by miles.
We were talking here. Once we get to the 6th over, what are you going to do tactically with your field? You've got the option of spreading it, but is there? It's a wicket.
That's a big wicket
massive
too.
wicket.
Big wicket.
Massive
I
wicket.
know what you're saying though. Do you know? I think that you've got to weigh it up as you go along. But I'd probably be keeping them up.
Keeping them up. Yeah, I'd agree.
I'm not using me ones outside if we've only got that many on the board.
Too easy just to walk it home for the seamers if you don't squeeze them, I think.
Absolutely.
That's a big wicket, and is that
a big wicket.
The start of something for the Scorchers?
Well, it is a big wicket. Probably not as big a wicket as what the big fella was.
No, he can take the game away from you quickly.
Yeah, I've watched him a few times now over the years, and he does hit the ball hard.
Look, the thing against the Scorchers here is the seamers do have depth. They're good.
They do they?
They're a good side. Bat deep.
Yep. Makes it.
But you know, it's like you said, it can be a funny game.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
If they can string a few tight overs together, a few dots, just never know.
Well,
and that's what the Seamers did to you guys. They dotted you up and forced the big shot.
Yep. Yeah. You know, whereas, I reckon we reassess at the end of the power play, see where we're at then, and
well bowled.
And adjust things accordingly as we go along.
Joel Owen, 1 for 7 off his 2.1.
Well,
I said to the viewers that this morning I was out at Walker Road with my team.
Yep.
SEQ played White
Did you
Bay.
have one of the pulled pork rolls?
No, steak sandwich, magnificent. But
yeah,
the Seamers, not the Seamers, the SEQ Stormers won off the last ball. Cracking game. It was a low-scoring game against White Bay.
Right.
107. Stormers chasing. Needed 2 off the last ball.
Oh, no.
And squeezed it back with a point for 2.
Did they?
9 down. It was a cracker.
No.
So, great game to watch.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's gone long and over cover.
All the way.
That's a quality cricket shot, that.
For 6. Just chipped him onto the green. And see, when you're chasing a small total like this, it tends to disappear real quick, doesn't it?
A couple of those can hurt you. That was a quality shot, no doubt. This is the last over of the power play, so it's interesting. Are they going to look to maximise it? Clever cricket, just worked it on the onside for 1. What do we got here now? Moving the field around. Got the deep mid wicket in and deep long on in. Got bowl pretty straight.
Well bowled. No run. Right, so that's the end of the power play.
Yep, 2 for 30.
2 for 30. Now, in a normal run chase, you'd say the Scorchers have probably won that power play, but probably not when you're only chasing 90 to win.
Yeah, agreed. Because, correct me if I'm wrong here, Fed, what your opinion, you're probably prepared to lose 2.
Yeah.
In the first 6,
yep.
Moving it forward. But
as we know, the whole game now comes down to the next 6 over. If the Scorchers can go bang bang, it's game on big time.
And this is what interests me, as I just asked you.
Yep.
What are they going to do with the field?
They're
going
them up.
Keeping them up. Just playing the deep mid wicket.
He's got 3 out. Third man, fine leg cows, or deep mid wicket.
Just work that one down to third.
Well played.
And that's all they have to do, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Smart cricket. And, it was interesting with that game I just referred to this morning. It's chasing that small total 107. The Stormers batters were a little careless at the top order.
Of course.
Or wanted to hit them up in the air and get caught when they only had to just knock it around. And there was an excellent partnership through the middle that just stabilised, and they just knocked it around and got them home. So and that's all the Seamers have to do here. Intelligent cricket.
Spot on.
So there you go. You'll get 2 there, will you? No.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, the only chance the Scorchers have is to keep the field up, get in on him, hunt up the batters, and try and create some opportunities through either run-outs or blokes having to go over the top. Got to create opportunities when you've only got 90 on the board.
Just some info from the ground out the back in the second semi-final.
Yep.
5 for 125, the Mackay Whitsunday Nitros, who've had a fantastic tournament. Far North Fusion chasing a 40 off 6. So they're for none for target. None for certainly on target.
Really on target.
Yep.
Jimmy will have his chest pumped out.
Oh, it's got to be sliding, I would think. They're taking one leg by. They're going to take two. No.
Oh, good
good arm.
too.
Good arm. We might log that, I think.
So.
But it's been a cracking weekend, hasn't it? Another cracking weekend.
Absolutely.
I think this is probably the best standard I've seen for quite a few years anyway.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been very good.
Dyer 200s.
Yep.
For the nitros.
Yeah. Probably got. Oh, geez.
That's tight.
Probably got himself a Dirk Taslar medal, I'd imagine, wouldn't he?
He's certainly got to be
a couple hundred runs
up there. And he got a 30 in the first game against the Stormers. So
what are
hard to beat.
What figures have we got there for the Scorchers left arm opening bowler Olsen?
Oh,
it's another wicket.
It's another wicket.
2 for 9, Olsen.
Sorry, none for 9 for 2.
Right, I like him.
Well, Fatty, now look.
It's game on, Drano.
Well,
here come the Scorchers.
It's I don't know what's happened there. He's just got caught on the crease. And look, this bowl, no disrespect meant whatsoever, but he just looks.
Yeah, he's just military medium, but as I said, we spoke about bowling straighter.
Straighter, he's a bit quicker than you think, is he?
Yeah, they reckon he's a bit quicker than what they make out. Bowls a heavier ball, it was suggested, than what he looks.
Because that looked to rush him.
Yeah,
to get
absolutely.
Through, so
yeah.
That takes the score to 3 for 34 off. Is it the completion of the 7th? Or is there one ball left?
I think there's one to go.
One ball left.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, I don't know. To me, that looked like a little crack or something, and did something a little bit different.
In the end, what it's done is certainly applied a bit more pressure to the seamers.
Absolutely. Yeah, see, it hasn't bounced really, has it? It's kept a bit low.
A bit low.
Mind you, playing back to that's probably not the greatest move.
Third day wicket.
No.
Look, still, there shouldn't be any panic.
Nah.
It's still a pretty straightforward exercise for the seamers. But this certainly does keep the Scorchers
liven
in
things
the game.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you hit it on the head there, Fatty. The playing off the back foot's not.
Nah, not the greatest idea in the world. However,
good over. He's got 2 for 10 off 2.
Yep. Yep. Now I'd imagine they'll get in.
What are the spinners like?
Yeah, they got a fellow called Blaine Slosh. Just bowls awkward little spinners. They're just awkward. But as I said,
what do you know about him? I was saying before.
He plays some
Maroochydore. Michael Slosh is at our club.
Yeah, no relation.
No relation?
Nah, no, I know Michael Slosh.
Yeah. No relation?
Nah. No. Is he still at Valleys, is he, Michael Slosh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's no relation. I know Sloshy, he was at Toombul.
Yep.
Going back quite a few years ago. He's tight with Linny.
Yep. No, he's helping out.
He's
playing the
fella.
lower grades.
Sloshy,
Yeah.
Can bang him. Can hit a big ball. He at one stage held the agency for a bat company called Laver and Wood.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay.
Going back about, it'll be 12 years ago now. I remember Linny signed his first ever bat contract with Michael Slosh.
Oh, okay. Right, that's a pretty poor ball, I suppose. It's a half tracker wide outside off stump. And it wasn't really pumped, Fatty. It was just bumped into the ground.
All you got to do is hit the gap.
Yep, that's it. Like you said before, it runs away.
Just rolls away.
Got Matty Hogan, extra fielder here. The keeper.
Matty Hogan. Media commitments.
Just down leg. 3 for 39. 7
39. Yeah, I'm certain that Michael Slosh is no relation to Blaine. I think he's president at Maroochydore, I think, or he's plays a big role at Maroochydore. I know he's captain of the A grade side and all that. Well bowled again. Oh, there's not one there. Oh,
I think it was a little slow to start off.
Interesting. If
Jeff Case at the top end. We're just commenting, Matty, on you fielding out there at a short final third, or whatever you want to call it. All right, Jackson back in.
Oh, it's fine. That is great fielding. That. Well done, Blaine Slosh. Very good. Nice work.
That's great fielding.
Yeah, he's a good all-round cricketer, mate. He, well, unfortunately, he missed out in this game, but in the games previous, he played a real mature role. Helped to get him across the line a couple of times.
I don't know how much you've seen of this guy, Jeff Case.
No, haven't seen anything of him.
Good cricketer.
Right.
Bowls, handy offies.
Right.
Good in the field.
How old is
handy
he?
Bat. Well, not sure, but yeah, good cricketer.
Down. Bad luck.
One more to the total. See the keeper having a little sneaky look behind there, checking if there's someone
up on his mates.
I used to do that myself.
Absolutely.
Just to check someone was there.
Absolutely.
And, for the viewers, we're talking about them backing up. Such an important thing we talk about with our youngsters, ensuring actually there was a double backup, but they were a bit sluggish getting across there.
Oh.
Change of bowler from
Glenn Bacciotto. Ah. Over that. None for 67 off 8 over the way.
Oh.
Chasing 120. I know, it's 120 what?
Yeah, 125. So
right.
The wickets are certainly in the favour of the Fusion at the moment.
I bet he's got to get this right here. It's been a long time since I've seen this fella bowl. Jeez. Good bowler in his heyday. You wouldn't have played against Bacciotto, would you?
No, look, I'm aware of him, but no, very little. Very little. So how old would he be?
Now he's 43. He came into a he came into a very strong Sandgate side as a young kid. I reckon he'd have been 17. Him and a very young Nathan Remington. It's probably fair to say they grew up pretty quickly.
That environment is what you're suggesting.
It wasn't anywhere for the faint-hearted, I'd say the least. Yeah, we had a couple of quick bowlers that fairly grumpy at the best of times.
Look, in his sort of heyday, and I'm not taking nothing away from. That's going to be his an overthrow. No, not taking anything away from him now, but very, very good cricketer.
Yeah, exceptional. Yeah, he obviously played Shield cricket and did score a Shield 100 against Tasmania.
What year? It
would have been 2000. I reckon it would have been 2007 or 8.
Yeah, so it's when I was overseas. So that's why I'm not aware of.
Yeah. Played one day cricket for Queensland as well. Genuine all-rounder, batted and bowled. good arm in the field, and a good fella off the ground too. So. Well fielded.
Good fielding. Good fielding and point.
It's the end of 9.
He's gone for 2. Good over. Good over. So 45, 3 for 45 off of 9. The Seamers aren't racing to this total.
No,
the Scorchers are doing a good job. They're doing a good job.
See, that's, you know, the game here now is it's in a situation now where one good over from the Seamers, so they have a 15 or 16 run over, game over. Or if the Scorchers can go bang bang, yeah, it's game on. Just having a look at the recap of the wickets here, do you know? No, he's not. Getting a bum steer from the producer, Mr. John Devan.
Oh, he's on now. There's one that's. You might get a look at this catch here.
Oh, I can't see it, man.
And yeah, he's just got caught on the crease there.
On the crease.
Oh, you've missed the first one, so.
I wouldn't be able to give you an honest opinion on it with my eyesight.
I've got my glasses on. I couldn't actually see it either, Fanny. So. That's a good shot back with a square. That's going to be 4. That's going to be 4.
So it does look like the far north blokes are going to get home, doesn't it? They're still going along all right over there. Yeah.
That's Jimmy's side.
It is. It is.
We've been talking, yeah, they're going well. None for 75.
Yeah.
Off of 9, so they're ahead of the game then.
Yeah.
No question. So, here, look, it's not in the balance, I don't think. It's certainly the Seamers in front, but...
No question.
Either. Whoever wins here, it'd be a great fixture. We've been talking about, you know, that's a wonderful experience, that game at the Gabba.
Absolutely.
Before the Heat fixture.
Definitely. Yeah, it's too short. Yes, it is. It's a great opportunity for any cricketer to get out on the Gabba. Yeah, what a venue. Still remember the first time I ever walked out there.
Mine was a long time ago.
So was mine.
Still had the greyhound track when I went out there.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So we had to walk across the bridge onto the ground.
Correct.
And
remember the big seats out the front of the dressing room?
Yeah, and probably not many do remember that.
Nah,
Fanny, but it's changed so much now.
It has.
At the Queensland Cricketers Club there, which has obviously shifted now, but.
Remember the old, they used to have the green Gabba grass all over the old Gabba grill area there.
That's it. Sorry, folks, while we reminisce just for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. They were the days. Tell ya.
Here we go again. And a challenge.
Oh. You want one, or they're going to take him on? They are. He's got a good arm too.
That's good running. It's good running.
Very good running. So Griffith Park is home to the Cairns Saints.
Is that the AFL team, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I commented yesterday, I'm not an AFL follower, but that game last week I watched, and the Lions, fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It was special. Special.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's just worked that one down to third man for another one.
Yeah.
So it's all a little bit easy.
Yeah, I've just felt a little bit of momentum change to where it's like, yeah, the way they'll.
Do you know?
They can just churn this out now to.
The gentleman who took the 2 wickets here was Luke. Was it Luke McGuinness?
Yep.
He'd only got through 2, didn't he?
Yeah, so he needs to come back.
Well, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I just wonder whether...
Get your best bowlers on. How many overs has Olsen got left? He's still got 2 left. Yeah. So I'd be getting McGuinness. I'll be getting him back in, and Olsen, and see what they can come up with. Catch.
Oh, that's
a big wicket. Massive wicket.
Well, in the context of the game, it's yeah. You need to keep taking wickets, and there's an opportunity.
He's nearly grabbed it too, hasn't he? Yeah. Nothing worse.
Yeah, it's going to be another one down to third man.
Yep.
No, those opportunities can't be missed, unfortunately.
Spot on.
These totals.
Spot on.
Like, it wasn't easy. It wasn't straightforward. It was low coming forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't straightforward.
Correct. Take him on, no. All fielded. Unfortunate over.
5 off, was he? None for 7 off 2. Yeah, I'd be swinging that McGuinness back on, even if it's... He had some joy from this end, but even up from the other end. Get him on, get rid of his 2. He's got 2 left.
I like Olsen around the wicket. Just bowling straight down the line. Or, you know what I mean? Just bowling a bit straight at the stumps. So what do we got here? More spin.
Taylor, is it?
Yeah.
Dom Taylor.
There it is. That's a great shot.
That's an easy... Well,
Very,
put it this way,
very-
it's not an easy shot to play,
No,
is it?
but
he's made it look easy.
he's given himself room, stayed leg side of the ball, and inside out at him over cover. 1 or 2 bounces for 4.
Good cricketer. Good cricketer.
Plays his club cricket in Rocky, does he?
Not sure. Not sure.
He'll be at Valleys next year, will he?
Well, it's an interesting thought.
You want to be quick. Get in front of Kenny. Well
worked.
Hit him.
Well worked.
It's good cricket, that.
Just squarish of the mid-wicket region just for 1. Just after that boundary, so it's just smart cricket, isn't it?
Correct. 29 to win. It's up in the air. Oh, it goes down.
Tough chance.
Tough chance.
Tough chance, but, you know, again, in the circumstance, you've got to take them.
Absolutely.
He,
with 89 on the board, you've got to hold on to everything. So, as an example, they catch that at mid-off, last over.
Yep.
And they catch that. We're in a cliffhanger. However, this will be crawl over the line, I'd say, from here. Another 2. You got to push. Oh dear. We need a bit of urgency off the fence, I'd imagine.
Moving the score along to 65.
25 to win. Oh, he's got him again. Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a great ball.
No.
But it's been put away. Hit by full toss. Yeah.
he would have had the ball that he wanted, he would have asked for that one. There's no doubt.
Well, it's interesting. He's got a deep square and a deep mid and a deep long on. So he's completely missed his mark there, hasn't he?
Yeah, no question.
That's a better line there, straighter line.
However, now I'd rather him bring them all up, and we get beaten in 13 overs. If that being the case, at least make him take the game on over the top.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We called it.
Yeah. He's got the headband on.
Seems to have a bit of a golden arm.
Yeah, it's good to go.
And he needs to take a trick.
Yeah. And some. What's that? 21 to win, is it? Yep.
Trying to give you some hope, mate. It'll be a good win from here.
So the least. Sorry? 28 over there, the Fusion. Off how many?
Gee whiz. They have raced.
Oh, they've raced. Oh.
They
Done
have
it again.
raced along there. They're 97 off 11. Wow.
Going at a rate of knots. Who's got them, do you know?
Yeah, Furman, 49 off 38, and
Yep.
Roach, 45 off 28.
Right. Right.
6 4s and 2 6s to Furman, and 5 4s and 1 6. So if you want to do the numbers on that, there's an enormous amount of boundaries.
There is.
You've got 11 4s and 3 6s. They haven't been running much.
No. It's too hot to run. Well, that's, yeah, that'll be another year in the final for, that's it. That'll make this, if as long as this keeps going the way it does, it'll be a replay of last year's final. Is that right? Central Queensland, far north.
I think it will be. I think it will be, yeah. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Seamers were certainly there. Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Confirmation of that?
Right. Who did they beat? Fusion beat. Right. Beat. Right. Okay.
That's got to be down leg, I think. But again, he's creating something.
Yeah.
4 dots. I'm pleased they brought him back on, because he's been one of the pick for the Scorchers today.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to bash the wicket. And again, no run.
Closing function tonight. Looking forward to it. It'll be a good evening again.
Yeah, looking forward to the football, man. Love the
the footy tonight too.
big game. So what's he going to do here? He's dropped out a deep backward square.
Okay, interesting.
Very. Oh, it's gone the the double bluff. Is that a maiden?
It was.
It's a great effort. Right. Now, yeah, we've been on the money here. They're going back to Olsen. I think, aren't they?
I think so. Maybe you know what you're talking about, eh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe they might have left it a little bit too late. Had Batachotto bowled 2 overs. Yep, the chance went down.
He created a chance.
Yeah,
he created a chance. So.
Created a chance. Batachotto. Yeah, he's a wonderful cricketer. Just knows his own game. All he was bowling was pace off.
Hey, look, the reality is that the Scorchers are doing okay.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
problem is that total of
enough.
89 didn't get enough runs.
That's it.
But from a batting and from a bowling perspective,
Yep.
yes, they've dropped 2. That's been costly, no question.
Yep.
But that bowled field pretty well.
Yeah,
13 overs,
absolutely.
they got on 3 for 70. It's not bad.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you were bowling first, you'd take it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. The debrief should be pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh.
I like it. Like you said, left arm around, in, angle.
At the stumps. I like this fella. He's been really good the last 2 days. Nice action, and he swings the ball into the right-hander. Well bowled again. It'll be 9 dots in a row, isn't it? 9 dots in a row.
See, with this angle, Paddy, you can't afford to look to go too square.
Nah, because if it doesn't bounce, you're in all sorts
of trouble.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what he's banking on. Imagine he's just looking to waiting for him to make a mistake. And then the release.
I think, look, yes, it was a fraction short, but I reckon the batter's done well there.
Yeah,
I didn't
no
think
question.
it wasn't that short.
No.
You know, he's picked it up quickly. Let's have a look.
On a wicket that's not.
Yeah, no, he's picked it up quickly.
Bouncing overly high. See, the Australian girls got up last night against Sri Lanka.
Where was that game at?
Sharjah, I think. They knocked them over for 94 and got them 4 down.
Down the ground, one more. One more to the total. 3 for 74. One ball left in the over.
Runs it down, well fielded again. Fielded.
That's the end of the 14th. 3 for 74, chasing 89. Yeah, so they're going to bowl out McGuinness, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. If he could do something that, as you said, a hat trick would be handy. Bang, 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 back in the game.
Well, it'll make it interesting, that's for sure.
It's that 15 to win.
I mentioned yesterday.
Oh,
I mentioned yesterday, Freddie, on commentary we were playing. It was a school game, a GPS first 11 fixture. And we had 154 on the board. Opposition were 3 for 145 with plenty of overs left. We took 7 for 9 and ended up a tie.
Oh, no.
So, you know, it can be a funny game, you know.
Oh,
it can be a funny game.
Coach killers.
No, it was. It was like a victory for us, to be honest.
Oh, it would have been.
So,
gee whiz.
The old sort of mandatory couple of runouts.
Oh, was that? So it's not like someone bowled the house down.
No, it was a liquid all sorts. You know, there's
a little bit of gas.
Fair bit.
Oh, gas truck backed up.
Yeah. So
it happens.
Yeah. Where's that gone down the ground?
Tell you what it is. It's a long 3 days for these blokes, isn't it?
Well, this is the 4th game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
they get up here and then they're straight into it. 2 massive days of cricket.
And some evening games.
Yep.
So, you know, it's absolutely... Oh, he's pulled that away. 4 more through square. So, Scorchers are nearly there. Scorchers are nearly there. Sorry, the Seamers are nearly there. My apologies.
Some disappointed players and fans. They went through this last year. Got through to a semi-final and then unfortunately missed out. Played well over the top of that. Oh.
So it will be Kenny Healy and Jimmy Marr representing the Bulls Masters
Shocked me.
in December by the current state of play.
Yes.
Oh, that's 4 more. That's 4 more.
It's 84. Well, it's fair to say it's as good as done.
Yeah, look, it was always going to be a tough ask.
No
As I
question.
said before, the debrief will be very, very short and sweet, I would assume. Fatty,
Nature of the beast, the T20,
you need to score more runs.
no question.
It's pretty well the end of the story, I'd say.
Yep, spot on.
But look, you're playing against a quality opposition in the seamers.
Yep.
They didn't do a lot wrong with the ball and in the field, and they applied
Absolutely
pressure
not.
and yeah, so
Absolutely.
wouldn't read too much into it. Scorchers have been pretty good
Yep,
throughout the tournament.
spot on.
They'll be disappointed because they just couldn't put out probably their best game, you know, when they really needed to.
100%.
They certainly shouldn't be disappointed with their tournament though.
No. No.
Well bowled, very well bowled. That's full.
Oh, well fielded.
Squirted away. Good bit of fielding, absolutely.
Yeah.
One more to the total though.
5-4 to win, is it? 5 to win. Is it?
Well,
Fusion at home over the way.
that's pretty amazing, Because they must have none for 125. So,
There it is. Out at 6. 4.
Yeah, yep, none for 125 over there. Furman 67 off 46, 8 fours, 3 sixes, and Roach 55 off 36, 6 fours and 1 6. 3 extras. There you go. Job done. 13.5.
Job done.
And the job's just about done
Sundays
here too.
will be disappointed. We got 1 run to win here. And then what? We sign off until December. Youth Cup.
Well, that's
Now.
a bit of an anticlimax,
Well, it is,
isn't it?
isn't it? There we go.
Hartley on 40 there. Off 30, a tremendous knock for the Seamers. Has been dismissed with 1 run. Needed to win.
1 run to win. Scores are all locked up.
Yeah, that was an outstanding knock. Keeper had a little bit of work to do there.
Yeah.
Did it well. Did it very well.
He's been quite reasonable over the last few days. Had a tough start under had a tough start at
Friday night.
no, first up on Saturday morning out at Walker's Road. The ball was not quite getting through.
There it is.
There it is.
1 run, work back with a square. Victory.
Victory to the Central Queensland Seamers, who are making their way to the Gabba play the Far North Fusion. Disappointing result for the Scorchers. However, I'm sure they'll be back next year, better for it. Other than that, Drino, we'll see you in December.
We'll sign off until the
Youth
Youth Cup.
Look forward
Fantastic.
to that.
We certainly will.
Fantastic.
Thanks, everyone.
All good.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Support can come in all kinds of forms. It's like knowing your mates better than they know themselves.
Looking for this? Being there at the right moment.
And helping out the community. Whoever you are.
It's all good, it's all good. Even through the highs and the lows, yeah, you know it's all good, it's all good.
Or just going above and beyond. In partnership with Clipsal, we are giving you the choice to decide who our local branches will be supporting. Start earning nominations today and join us to make a difference.
Isn't that too much support?
Never too much.